Hey y'all, it is my second time putting on makeup today, but I wanted to try again that look that I tried earlier. So I am color correcting with Aspen right now. Just got some hormonal acne going on. So I'm placing my contour now. Now the different look that I'm trying is definitely more glam. And one of the things that makes it more glam is applying your contour directly on top of your cheekbone instead of under. So I'm showing you I felt my cheekbone, felt where the soft part was on my face, and then put my contour directly on top of my cheekbone. Then put it underneath my neck. And I went a little bit further underneath my neck than I have been going to see how that changed the look. And I do like how it turned out overall. Placing contour down either side of my nose. I just couldn't seem to get a lot of product on my fingers, which might be oily fingers or something. So wiping them off, and then so many little hairs. Feel like that's good enough. Used a mix of Astoria and Olive for my contours, and now I'm going in with my main highlight. And y'all, I put on way too much product here on accident. I'm using my 3D brush, and I am using the coned end. I previously placed my contour with the detail brush, the little tiny end of the detail brush. Now I'm going in with my brightening highlight that would normally be called foundation. As what highlight acts as. It takes the place of both foundation and gosh, what's that word? It's a C word. It's not the bad C word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Concealer. My goodness. All right. Now I did not understand what she was saying, and I used a different brush. I was trying to follow along with the brushes she was using, this other artist, and so I did use the buff brush to try to blend my highlight, and I don't know that I care for how it blended. Maybe it just, I think I have a heavy hand when blending and I take off too much product, so I put on too much product first and then I take off too much product, so that's something I'm going to work on. You'll notice like little gaps in the videos, and that's when I paused the video and then went and watched her video, that part of it, and then I'd come back to mine and do as much as I could remember from what she had just done. Still blending, so much blending. So I really encourage you to watch other Seint artists, because you get to learn new stuff and try new stuff, and everyone's good at different things, and you may find a person to follow with techniques that really work for you. So blending out my contour, I'm attempting to use the flatter end of the detail brush, so it's got two ends, but you see there I blended out, oopsies, I blended out like the top of my contour there, and I didn't, or the top of like my contour and my main highlight, and I definitely didn't mean to do that. So I picked up my other brush that I normally blend with. This is the blush and powder brush, blush and bronzer, sorry, and I am getting that rest of that contour blended out. And again, like I don't do perfect on all this contouring, but you can just put a little bit back over it if you took off too much. That's the cool thing about Seint being buildable, is it also makes it really easy to cover up mistakes and to just go back over the makeup without it looking like, holy cow, what happened to you? So using the blush and bronzer brush, I am picking up a little bit of, I believe it's Dahlia, and just really pretty pink. I always get inspired by that color whenever I am wearing that bra that I've got on from Zaya. So now what I'm trying to do is use a translucent setting powder, and she did it at this step, so I was trying to follow along. The other thing that I'm doing that I've never done before is to pick up powder with the Perfector sponge and put it on my face. So I'm using a setting powder, but I am also picking it up with the sponge. So you don't need your sponge to be super damp for putting on the powder, or else it will just clump on top of your Perfector sponge. Oops, learned that one the hard way. Cleaning off my lips. I'm getting kind of wore out switching back and forth between the videos. I went ahead and went into Seint's Vanilla Dust to do underneath my eyes setting powder, and then was looking for something to do my illuminator with. I used the Illuminator Scarlet. That was the one I first purchased, and it is a really pretty pink color. I am looking to purchase Angel Eyes in Georgia, neither of which I currently have. So continuing to place illuminator, little touch on my nose, kind of basically just like one line down my head, the center of my face, my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my cheeks. I'm like, what is next? So I tried mixing two colors that she mixed, Sadie and Summer Love, and put those on. Again, I don't know, my fingers just don't seem to pick up much product. So I switched over to the Dahlia, which I used on my cheeks, and mixed that with Summer Love, and wow, what a pop. So you can skip this part if you want to. This is just me goofing around putting on eyeshadows. I will have to look at what the name of both of them that I used is. But Rome, I know, is the first one that I put on. And just put that all over my lid, and then I decided to take a darker color, because I was just going for a very natural eye look. A darker brown here. I believe, I want to say this is Philly that I am in. Getting it underneath my brow bone, and just being very light with this. You use that multitasker brush, and, or maybe this one's the eyeshadow brush. I would have to look. I think it's the eyeshadow. And the soft floofy end, it just puts on eyeshadow like a dream. You don't even have to be good at it. And then I went into Sabrina, also an eyeshadow color, to do like right on top of my brow bone, and to pop in my eye crease there. So very natural for me look. And then I used the other end of that eyeshadow brush, picked up the brown, the darkest color that I had used, and brought it down just a little bit. And wow, I'm sick of putting on eyeshadow. Alright, went and grabbed my mirror. I mess up so badly on this wing, y'all. Yeah. Doesn't ruin my look entirely, but watch, here's when I make the mistake. Bam, it went right up in my crease. I see it, I'm like, oh darn. What are you gonna do? I could fix it if I wanted to, but who are we kidding? The next thing I'm gonna do is probably, well, after posting this, is to sit down and read. So, maybe go to bed. I had mascara on already, so I just put a little extra curl on them, and bam, that was my finished look. Ta-da! But then I tried to take a picture, and in the picture I looked really yellow, so I picked up my blush and bronzer brush, favorite, next to the 3D brush, and put on some Bella bronzer, which makes me look too dark in the video, but I took a picture afterwards, and I think it really makes a nice pop. So, there you have it. Try new looks. It's worth it. You get to learn new things.